What's good? What's poppin'? What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, what's good? I'm Jessie, aka Miss J. And before we even get into the video, do you guys like my hoodie? I got this from my recent trip to Swaziland about a month and a half ago with Foot Clubber, Eswatini, UWCSA. If you guys cannot already tell from the title, today I'm gonna be giving you guys my experience of traveling during a pandemic, because I know some of y'all are going back to school soon. Like, I know schools are kind of closed for like 80% of us here in Southern Africa right now, but like some of y'all are going back to school soon. Some of you guys haven't traveled since schools closed back in March, April, depending where you go to school. And I know some people are anxious and like people don't know what's happening, like what's the experience, what is it like, and I'm here to tell you all the details. Okay, I've got you, okay? I've always got you. So I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time when I traveled to Eswatini, right here. Eswatini to go get my stuff from school, because I'm kind of done in high school. Yes, I'm done with high school. So I traveled to Eswatini to go get my stuff, and it was not an easy process, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. I'm gonna show you guys some clips from when I traveled there. I was supposed to have a whole vlog. I was supposed to have a whole vlog, and I did a good job. On the first day, I did a good job. But once I was in Eswatini and I was seeing my old friends and just enjoying myself, I forgot, like, camera for who? Like, I was living in the moment. So I don't have much pictures from the rest of my trip, but I have all the crucial ones for y'all. So I've got you, okay? I've got you. So if you guys want to hear more about traveling in Southern Africa during a pandemic, stay tuned. Okay, so for those of you who are traveling during a pandemic, first things first, if you're going back to school, can I ask, like, do not book tickets or bus tickets, do not do none of that until you're like, for sure, know you're going back to school. Like, I know, like, last minute tickets and stuff are quite expensive, but I think it's worth it because my mom usually likes to buy my tickets for school like a month at least before. But right now, doing that is risky because I mean, schools are supposed to open just not like my brother was supposed to open school today, like in person, and they told us like last Thursday, oh no, we're going online because the government did some stuff. So wait last minute, okay? Do not book a COVID test or do not go for your COVID test until you have a ticket because I know some people who went for the COVID test and then they went to go book and then they found out that they could not go on the trip and it's like, so you got a COVID test for nothing. That sucks. So make sure that where you're going, you can still go and then book your bus ticket, your plane ticket. If you're driving, that's perfect because you guys have control over that. Cool. Now you need to go for your COVID test. Now, you don't just go for a COVID test. Honey, you do not just go for a COVID test, okay? When you're planning when to go for your COVID test, you need to make sure that the time you get your COVID test is at least like a maximum of 72 hours before the time you're going to arrive at your destination. So, for example, I knew I was going to fly from here to South Africa and then go from South Africa to Eswatini with the shuttle. So, I had to make sure that the day I got my COVID test was a maximum of 72 hours before I arrived in Eswatini. So, I was scheduled to arrive in Eswatini on Thursday evening. I think it was the 20th of November, Thursday evening. So I went and got my COVID test on Tuesday, the 18th. So this also depends on where y'all live. So where I live, especially at that time, because COVID was kind of low when I traveled, they were doing tests in like 24 hours. I was lucky. I went at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and by 5 p.m., I had my results. So it depends where you live. So to be safe, I would say 2 days before a day of travel. But if it's quick where you are, then a day before is like perfect. So when you go for your test, go in the morning. Like, just go in the morning. Lines are shorter in the morning, and your results will come out like probably like early the next day or like midday the next day, but like at a time that's not that bad. So go in the morning and yeah, you go for your COVID test. If you live in Namibia, you need your passport, you need a copy of your passport, you need a bank card. They do not take cash. So I think that's in most places because even in Swaziland, they did not take cash. I had to swipe. So make sure you've got a card with you because we're trying to reduce contact and touching of things. Take your own pen to fill in all the forms. You need to know your time of departure. At least in Namibia, on our forms, they were asking like time of departure. So like I knew my plane was scheduled for 7:30 in the morning, and I think because my plane was so early in the morning, that's why my results came out quick. Because I was not expecting them to be that quick. Some countries do require you to have a doctor's referral for a COVID test, but if you are traveling, you probably don't need it. But to be safe, check before you go because I was so annoyed. I got there and they were like, "You need your passport," and I was like, "I won't have my passport." And I live on the other side of town, so I was like, "I ain't about to go home." And I was just lucky that for me, they said I could have my ID, but they told me that like next time you need to have your passport, so just go with both in case. And then they were like, "You need a copy of your passport," and I was like, "I don't have that either." So make sure you guys have all the things you need before you go. Okay, so after filling in the forms and paying, the next part was getting the COVID test. Now, if you don't want to see me getting the COVID test, I need you to just skip a couple seconds because it can be traumatic for some people. So, but here in Namibia, they test with nasal swabs, which means they put the swab up your nose and they put it quite far up and they have to like swirl it and keep it up there for a couple of seconds. I think it was only 15 seconds, but it felt like a minute. It just felt like it was so long. It was uncomfortable. It was a little bit painful. Like for me, it was a little bit painful on the inside. So in your country, if they do throat swabs, up for that option. I prefer the throat swab. In some countries, they test with blood. I would also rather get pricked and have them use my blood than put that thing up my nose again. It's not something I would wish on my worst enemy. That's how bad it was. And afterwards, if you feel like you need to sneeze, let it happen. Just sneeze. Nothing bad will happen to you. A lot of people sneeze afterwards. I thought like, because I had to drive and I was like, I cannot drive. I feel like I need to sneeze. So when you sneeze, you feel so much better. You just go back to feeling like a normal person. So that was cool. Tuesday night, I got my results. Of course, I was negative because your girl was trying to make sure she doesn't get COVID before I traveled because I had the plane tickets and everything and the shuttles and everything. So I was negative, thank God. Thursday morning, traveling. So, before you travel, I recommend that you have a copy of your ticket, or if you checked in online, that you print your boarding pass, like, or whatever they give you, just so you can have that when you go to the airport. Make sure you've got your passport, obviously, because you're traveling, and then make sure you've got your COVID test results printed out. In some places, like here, we're not allowed to go to like Pathcare or whatever to get the printed results just to like restrict like how many people are there and stuff like that because COVID does travel quite easily. So I had to like go on the computer, check the email and print it. And then I just took mine to the police to get certified just in case. But I won't think that's really necessary. I was just trying to be extra careful, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure you have those three things. Those three things are like your ticket, okay? You are not going anywhere without those three things. At some airports, like in Ora Tambo, people cannot enter the airport unless they're traveling themselves. So like at Oratambo, they ask to see your ticket. Otherwise, you're not gonna get inside. That's why I'm saying you need to have your ticket. So cool. Get in there. Make sure you got your mask. If you're traveling for a couple of days, make sure you've got like a couple of disposable masks because I just feel like there's COVID in the air, especially at the airport. When I traveled, I had a mask for every day. Then I get my mom's a doctor, so it's easy access. But if you can't get that, it's okay. But if you can, try and have more than one mask. I just recommend it. At the airport, at the check-in counter, they want to see your COVID test. You are not checking in without a COVID test, right? Make sure you've got a bottle of sanitizer with you because you may touch things at the check-in counter. If you can avoid touching the table, avoid it. But if you do, get sanitizer, sanitize because there are lots of people at the airport, lots of people are checking in. Just be safe, guys. Yeah, went through security. That was good. Immigration, that was good. I don't think they asked to see my COVID test at immigration. So in Namibia, it was quite easy for me to leave. On the plane, they do allow you to take your mask off for eating, but right afterwards, they had to come back on the intercom because people were getting too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They had to come on the intercom and be like, "Yo, put your mask back on. Okay, we in a pandemic. This is serious. So try and keep your mask on the plane." Try to avoid talking to people, touching things excessively. I know a lady who came on the plane and she wiped down the entire seat with some wipes. Like, you can never be too careful. If you feel like doing that, yo, do that. Don't be shy. We are in a pandemic, okay? Do not be shy. If you need to clean the tray table yourself, do that yourself. I saw someone come on the plane with the gloves. She had her phone in a Ziploc bag, and that's how she was using it. Like, if you have to be that careful, like, do it, because we're in a pandemic. Like, no one's gonna look at you like, oh, she being weird. I was looking at her like, girl, I should have thought of that because we're in a pandemic. So yeah, you can never be too safe. That's just the way I feel. Arriving in South Africa. Some planes will give you forms on the plane to fill in, but others will not. So I flew with West Air, which is a Namibian airline, and they didn't give us those forms. So when you arrive in Johannesburg, you have to fill in forms where they basically ask you like your name, your surname, your passport number, where you're coming from, where your final destination is, all those things. So you gotta fill those things in. They ask if you've had any COVID symptoms, just like answer truthfully. I mean, if you got a negative COVID result, chances are you don't even have any of those symptoms, but they have to be careful. There were ladies when you arrive who were checking them. So they give you the form, you fill in the form, you show them the form and give it to them, then you show them your COVID results as well. And then, yeah, immigration is just normal. Getting a luggage is normal. When you go to international arrivals, y'all, I was scared. I thought we were in a zombie apocalypse because I just went out into international arrivals and it was empty. Like, you could see like security guards, and that was pretty much it. There was no one. And if you've arrived at Ora Tambo before the pandemic, you know it's always loud in there. There are always loads of people like holding signs and stuff. Like, it's crazy in there now. There's no one. So I'm telling y'all now, so you don't get surprised like I was. I was like, where is everyone? I was so shocked. And the reason for that is, like I said, at Ora Tambo, you guys need like a ticket. You need to be actually traveling to go inside. Like, this thing of I'm accompanying my friend, it doesn't fly. Like, you need to be traveling somewhere that day for you to get in. So that's why it's so empty. It's a precaution for COVID. And I think it's good because I was gonna be very anxious if there were a lot of people around me and there's a pandemic. So I think that's really nice. But if you do go to like the food courts and to the check-in desks, there are loads of people there traveling. So don't be alarmed. The airport is not empty. You are not alone. Okay. Next, I traveled to Eswatini. So this is more for my Waterford kids right now. Everyone else who's already arrived in SA, congratulations, you made it. But from Waterford kids, in case you guys are wondering what's popping over there. So Waterford, they have like the school buses that people take. Some people are flying directly all the way to Eswatini. I took a shuttle. I took Skyworld. Skyworld was pretty nice. The bus was fine. The driver was super, super, super nice. Like, oh guys, you are so nice. I was the only person traveling. I was just happy that Skyworld agreed, like, to take me back to SD, and I was the only person traveling. Because some shuttle services, if you're the only person that wants to travel on that day, they will refer you to a different day. So I was just so lucky that Skyworld did not do that to me. And it was just normal sailing. Had to wear masks the full 4 hours back to Eswatini. And it's just for your benefit. Like, honestly speaking, just do it. Like, yeah, this is a pandemic, and you're gonna be in a car for 4 hours without a mask. Be safe, kids. Be safe. So yeah, everything was just normal. Like I said, have your hand sanitizer if you're touching anything in the shuttle, the bus, or anything. And yeah, traveled all the way to Eswatini at the border, the South African Eswatini border. When you are leaving South Africa, once again, you have to fill in another form, where you're coming from, final destination, same things. The form might be slightly different for one at the airport, but it's pretty much the same thing. You fill that in, give it to the lady, she says you're cool, you go through immigration like normal. You get to the Eswatini side, you don't fill in anything, but they kind of have like a screening. They check your temperature with this cool computer stuff, and they just ask you like where you're coming from, where you're going, are you having any of the following symptoms, blah 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 blah. Once you guys are done with that, you're cool. You can go through into immigration. You cannot go to immigration without going through these people because it's like closed off and stuff. So yeah, then you can go through to immigration. All that is normal, and boom boom pow, you're in the country. There you go. But yeah, that's traveling all the way to Eswatini during a pandemic. Once I was in Eswatini, everything was normal. It was just like, I mean, everything, obviously, we're all wearing a mask and stuff, but everything was normal. In case y'all are wondering, like, what's it like on campus and stuff, for those of you that haven't been back, first of all, it's dead. Like, there were students there, obviously, because some people did stay at school, but it's so quiet. Like, the vibe of the school is gone. The school is missing y'all, guys. When the teachers are saying they miss you, they really mean they miss you, because it's like it's dead over there. It's just so quiet. But in case you guys are wondering, in case, like, in terms of safety stuff and stuff, like, the school is intense. Like, when we were going to through the main gate, like, we each had to fill in like our symptoms, and they check our temperature. We had to fill in two forms. Like, it's very thorough. Like, it's actually really hard to get on campus. So in case your parents are like, what if it's not safe back there? No, it's safe. It's very, very safe. So y'all are good. But yeah, that's traveling during a pandemic. Um, it's an experience. I can definitely say it's an experience, but I came back home COVID free, so that was really good. So yeah, if you guys are going to school for the first time now, or you're going back to school, you guys are good. I think you guys will be good. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want me to tell more boarding school stories, because I know y'all like those, let me know in the comments down below, and let's just be interactive. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you can join the notification gang, because y'all know my uploads that they're here and here and here and here and here, and y'all ain't gonna know. Notification gang is always the first to know. People are always sending me like DMs, or like a WhatsApp message or whatever, showing me that they're part of the notification gang. Like I said in one of my other videos, I'll be doing post notification shoutouts very soon. So if you want to be here for that, like, hit that bell, subscribe, join the fam. Also, yeah, my cousin Alfred Tembo, he's got two YouTube channels. Okay, one is his music channel, and woo, cousin's voice crazy, and the other one is his other channel where he just uploads videos and he talks to you and stuff. And his latest video is so good, talking about how to get a kick to 2021. So if you all want to see that, the links are gonna be in the description bar down below. Support the fam. We gotta do what we do. But anyways, y'all, that is the it for this video. Once again, if you guys enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up and share this with all your friends who are going to be going back to school right now. I know there's gang people from 13-year-olds going to Form 1 all the way to 18-year-olds going back for A levels or IB or matric or IEB, whatever. Share this with them so they can feel a little bit at ease, so they can know that it's safe to go back, okay? And it's not going to be the same, but we do what we can. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate y'all. Happy 2021, y'all. Bye. That was good. Can you guys believe that I was a Waterford from the beginning of 2019 and I did not get my hoodie to the end of 2020? Yeah, it's embarrassing. Sorry guys, I feel really cute today. Like, is it the hair? I think it's the hair. I don't think I filmed a video in this hair color, have I? What do y'all think of my hair? Do you guys like it? I want to know in the comments below. Like, do you like this hair color? Like, when I do my hair again, should I do it in this color or should I do black? But I really like this color. She cute. She cute. She can stay for a minute,